Stop. If you're driving in the United States in 2026, this could cost you $500 or even more in just a few seconds. Yes, you heard that right. A simple stop sign mistake, something millions of drivers do every day, is now being strictly enforced across multiple states, and people are getting hit with fines they never expected. Warning, this is not the old rule anymore, and if you think you already know how to stop properly, you might be wrong. Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal could save you hundreds of dollars and possibly your driving record. Major enforcement changes are happening right now across the USA in 2026. New surveillance systems, stricter police checks, and zero-tolerance policies are being applied at stop signs. And here's the scary part. Most drivers getting fined had no idea they were breaking the law. This channel brings you the latest USA driving rules, immigration updates, and government alerts that directly affect you. So if you are a new immigrant, international student, or even a long-time driver, you need to understand this update before your next drive, because this is not just about a ticket. This could affect your license, your insurance, and even your legal status in some cases. Let's start with the biggest mistake. Rolling stop. You've probably done it. You slow down, check left and right, and keep moving. Feels safe, right? Wrong. In 2026, this is being treated as a full violation. Police are now calling it a failure to stop. And yes, it can cost you up to $500 depending on the state. But wait, it gets worse. Even if there's no traffic, even if the road looks completely empty. If your wheels do not come to a complete stop, you can still be fined, no exceptions. Now here's something most people don't know. The 3-second rule. Many states are quietly enforcing a stricter interpretation. It's not just about stopping, it's about how you stop. You must come to a full stop and pause briefly before moving again. If you stop for less than a second, it can still be considered a violation. Yes, even that tiny hesitation you think is enough might not be enough anymore. Braking. New AI cameras are being tested in some cities. These cameras can detect whether your vehicle actually stopped or just slowed down. They analyze wheel motion, they track your speed, and they automatically issue fines. No officer needed. This means you might not even realize you've been caught until the ticket arrives at your home. Imagine that. You think your drive was normal, and days later, boom, a $300, $500 fine in your mailbox. Now, let's talk about another common mistake. Stopping in the wrong place. This one is catching thousands of drivers off guard. You see the stop sign, but you stop after the line, or too close to the crosswalk. That's a violation. You must stop before the white line, or before the crosswalk, or before entering the intersection. If you cross even slightly, you can be ticketed. And yes, officers are watching for this specifically. Wait, it gets even more serious. Pedestrian priority. In 2026, enforcement around pedestrians has become extremely strict. If someone is crossing or even about to cross, you must wait. Not just slow down, wait. If you move early, even by mistake, you can face heavy fines and points on your license. And here's the scary part. Even if the pedestrian is walking slowly, even if they are on the other side of the road, you are expected to give full right of way. Now listen carefully. This one shocks most drivers. 4-way stop confusion. You arrive at an intersection with multiple stop signs. You think, okay, I go now. But did you actually have the right of way? In 2026, officers are cracking down hard on this. The rule is simple, but many people get it wrong. First to stop goes first. If 2 vehicles stop at the same time, the driver on the right goes first. But here's the catch. If you misjudge even slightly, you can be considered at fault. And yes, that means a fine, or worse, an accident. Now let's talk about something that could affect your record, points on license. This is where it becomes dangerous. A single stop sign violation might not seem like a big deal, but it can add points to your driving record, too many points, and your license can be suspended. Insurance rates, they go uppy, sometimes double. And for immigrants, this can create additional problems. Some visa categories require a clean record, too many violations, and you could face complications during renewals or applications. Warning, there's also a hidden risk many drivers ignore. School zones. Stop signs in school zones are now under strict surveillance. Fines are higher, penalties are harsher, and enforcement is zero tolerance. Even a small mistake can result in a maximum fine. Why? Because it involves children. Authorities are not taking any chances. Now let's talk about night driving. Most drivers relax at night. Less traffic, less pressure. But here's the truth. Many stop sign violations happen at night, and police know this. They are increasing patrols during late hours. If you treat a stop sign casually at night, you are more likely to get caught. Important warning section. Listen carefully. This could save you from serious trouble. If you are a new driver, an immigrant, a delivery driver, a rideshare driver, you are at higher risk. Why? Because you drive more often. More driving means more chances to make a mistake, and one mistake is all it takes. Deadline alert. Some states are already implementing these strict rules. Others are rolling them out throughout 2026. This means if you don't update your driving habits now, you could be fined anytime. Don't wait for a ticket to learn this. Act before it's too late. Another critical warning. Repeat offenders. If you get multiple stop sign violations, penalties increase fast. Higher fines, more points, possible license suspension, and in some cases, mandatory driving courses, which means more time, more money, more stress. Let me ask you something. Are you 100% sure you are stopping correctly every single time, or are you just pretty sure? Because in 2026, pretty sure is not good enough. Here's what you should do immediately. Come to a full stop every time. Pause for at least 2 to 3 seconds, stop before the line or crosswalk. Always give pedestrians full priority. Be extra careful at four-way stops. Sounds simple, but this is exactly where most drivers fail. And remember, enforcement is not decreasing, it's increasing, technology is improving, surveillance is expanding, and penalties are getting stricter. Final alert. This is not just about money, this is about your safety, your license, your future. One small mistake at a stop sign can lead to a chain reaction you never expected. If you found this information helpful, subscribe right now. Because we bring you real, urgent updates that protect you from fines, legal trouble, and costly mistakes. And before your next drive, take a moment. Think about how you stop, because that one moment could save you $500 or cost you everything. This is not a small update. This could directly impact your monthly expenses.